Hi, this is a story called Herman that I wrote and illustrated in 1994. This is the front cover, and this is the inside front page. One thing to keep an eye out throughout the story is the little bird that's currently sitting on top of Herman. Okay, here we go. Herman the hippopotamus lay in his mud hole thinking. I'm too fat, he thought. This morning I could hardly even get into this mud hole. I must get thinner. But how? Herman decided to go and see his friend Giraffe. She was thin, so maybe she could help him. Herman walked into the jungle. "Good morning, Giraffe," he said when he found her. "I was just wondering, how do you stay so thin?" Giraffe looked puzzled for a second and then answered. "I stretch high into the branches and nibble on leaves. That's how I stay thin," she said. "Oh, I'll try that," said Herman, and he did. He stood on the tips of his toes and stretched his neck out, but no matter how hard he tried, he could not reach the leaves. I must be thinner after all that stretching, Herman thought, but when he looked at his stomach, it was just as fat as ever. Just then Cheetah came along. "Cheetah, maybe you can help me. How do you stay so thin?" asked Herman. "Well," said Cheetah, "when I'm chasing Gazelle, I run like the wind. That seems to keep me thin." "Oh, I'll try that," said Herman, and went to where Gazelle lived. When he got there, he started to run. "This must be working," he puffed. But then he saw that even the leaves blowing in the wind were going faster than him. Herman looked at his stomach, and sure enough, it was just as fat as ever. All of a sudden, his front foot hit a rock, and Herman went flying through the air. "Are you all right, Herman?" asked a voice. Herman looked up. It was Gazelle. "Gazelle, maybe you can help me," Herman said as he got to his feet. "How do you stay so thin?" Gazelle thought for a moment and then spoke. "I'm not quite sure, but I leap and bound everywhere I go," she said. "Oh, I'll try that," said Herman. So he leapt and he bounded and he bounded and he leapt until he was too tired to continue. Opening one eye very slowly, he looked hopefully at his stomach, but found it was still just as fat as ever. It hadn't worked, so as soon as Herman got his breath back, he started to get up. Look out!" screamed a voice. "You just about squashed me." It was Snake. "Snake, maybe you can help me. How do you stay so thin?" asked Herman. "I suppose it's because I slither through the grass all day," Snake hissed. "Oh, I'll try that," said Herman. "Thank you, Snake." "It was nothing," Snake replied as he slithered away. Herman rolled onto his stomach and started to slither. This must work, he thought, because Snake is really thin. But the grass was very tickly, and Herman had hardly moved a hippometer when he was laughing too much to go on, and when Herman looked at his stomach, he saw that it was just as fat as ever. So he got up and walked back into the jungle, still chuckling to himself. "What's so funny?" called a voice from a tree in front of him. It was Monkey. "Monkey, maybe you can help me," said Herman. "How do you stay so thin?" "I'll show you," replied Monkey, and he swung through the trees in a big circle around Herman. "Oh, I'll try that," Herman said. He went to the nearest branch, grabbed hold of it, and started to swing. He had barely lifted his feet when there was a loud crack, and Herman and the branch went crashing to the ground. Monkey burst out laughing and went swinging away to tell all his friends. Herman just looked at his stomach, and yes, it was just as fat as ever. Herman sat down on a rock to think. It was no use. He had tried everything, but he was still fat. "I can't stretch like Giraffe because I'm too short. I can't run like Cheetah because I'm too slow. I can't leap and bound like Gazelle because it's too tiring. I can't slither like Snake because I'm too ticklish, and I can't swing like Monkey because I'm too heavy." Herman began to cry. "Why are you so sad?" asked a voice. There before him stood a beautiful hippopotamus. "Well, because I'm too fat. No matter how hard I try, I can't get any thinner," Herman replied between sobs. "But why would you want to be any thinner?" the hippo, who was called Gloria, asked. "You're the perfect size for a hippo. I mean, look at me." Herman looked at Gloria and suddenly realized she was just as fat as he was, and she looked gorgeous. He looked at Gloria again. She looked at him, and together they smiled the two hugest, happiest hippo smiles. The end. Bye.